am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable.
Well. Guys, we're back with another video, guys. You already know what it is. Man, there's one thing that you gotta understand. Mr. Visions is in the building, but don't forget the slogan, because I'm about to be Billy. Oh, you like that, Barry. I know you did. But no. Stop on that killing and watch some videos with me, baby. Let's go. Look, we're about to get into this one video, man. As I said, you know I'm a big WWE fan. You know how that runs out. But look, it's about to be disrespectful WWE moments. We're really about to see what this is all about. All right, but before we get into this video, hold up. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into this bad boy. Yes, sir.
Sure, WWE might not be real, but it's not as scripted as you might think. Wrestlers have done some truly disrespectful stuff, and some of them have even led to real fights. First though, you need to decide who is wrong in this situation. At WrestleMania 27, there was only one women's match, a 6-person mixed tag team match. This meant the majority of female WWE wrestlers weren't gonna get a spot on the biggest show of the year. To make matters worse, two of the competitors in the match were reality TV star Snooki and Trish Stratus, who was not wrestling full-time. This made a lot of female wrestlers who were full-time members of the roster pretty upset, including John Morrison's girlfriend at the time, Melina. Morrison was mad about this too and vented his frustration by not hugging Trish Stratus after they won the match. Trish was so upset about the snub, she and Morrison actually got into an argument backstage. Stratus accused Morrison of being unprofessional and taking a moment from the fans. Morrison responded by saying Trish was taking a spot from a full-time member of the roster. Stratus talked about the incident years later in an interview, and it doesn't sound like she and Jomo have patched things up. Thankfully, this incident did not lead to a fight, but some have, and we'll be getting to that soon. When your name is Brock Lesnar, there are a lot of things you can get away with that most people can't. One is disrespecting your boss. Towards the end of Brock Lesnar's first run in WWE, the Beast was beaten up, tired, and did not want to be wrestling anymore. Lesnar informed Vince McMahon he was leaving just days before WrestleMania 20. McMahon was not happy about this and changed Brock Lesnar's match. The original plan was for Brock Lesnar to beat Goldberg in 30 seconds. However, once Brock said he was quitting, McMahon had the match changed and Goldberg beat Lesnar. After the match, the Beast looked straight into the camera and gave it 2 middle fingers, which were directed at Vince. Despite telling McMahon to go fudge himself, Brock Lesnar returned to WWE in 2012, where the Beast would dish out more disrespect. The August 11th, 2014 episode of Raw was a big deal, since it featured Hulk Hogan's birthday celebration. However, the party was interrupted by Brock Lesnar. This was all part of the script. What wasn't was what Brock said to Hulk Hogan.
"Party's over, Grandpa."
Oh, I remember that.
Hogan actually took offense to this line and would get defensive over it.
So Brock Lesnar, you need to bite your tongue when you start throwing my name around.
All right, Hulk.
I'm getting tired of hearing it. I know this is all entertainment. You know, we're supposed to have fun with it, but when he starts throwing my name around with my wife and my kids, he's crossing the line.
Brock Lesnar can get away with all this, but most WWE wrestlers cannot. One wrestler slightly
Damn, bro. Hey, Brock Lesnar is a boy. Hey, Brock Lesnar go off script a bunch of times, bro. You already know what the game is, bro.
Respected Vince McMahon and nearly got fired. In 2016, Daniel Bryan officially announced his retirement from wrestling. The February 8th episode of Raw ended with Bryan giving a farewell speech. Afterward, the WWE roster came out and gave Daniel a standing ovation. Vince and Stephanie McMahon were on stage, but as they were leaving, Titus O'Neal grabbed Vince so Stephanie could go first, causing the chairman of WWE to nearly fall. Vince shoved O'Neal in response, but it got much worse for Titus. McMahon felt that Titus O'Neal was being disrespectful and was ready to fire him. However, McMahon was talked out of it and grabbed Vince so Stephanie could go first, causing the chairman of WWE to nearly fall. Vince shoved O'Neal in response, but it got much worse for Titus. McMahon felt that Titus O'Neal was being disrespectful and was ready to fire him. However, McMahon was talked out of it. Instead, Titus O'Neal was given a 60-day suspension. Due to the timing, Titus missed WrestleMania, which is the biggest payday for a WWE wrestler. McMahon did get slightly physical with Titus, but other incidents have caused entire fights to break out. Don't worry, we're gonna get to that soon. Using a real-life death in a WWE storyline is risky, but WWE has done it multiple times.
Eddie ain't in heaven. Eddie's down there in hell.
That was so disrespectful. I heard Randy Orton didn't want it to do that, man. That is so fucked up. Rest in peace, Eddie.
While it can be debated whether this is right or wrong, WWE usually gets the okay from the deceased talent's family members. However, there was one instant where they did not. Reid Flair, Ric Flair's youngest child, passed away in 2013 at the age of 25 due to drug overdose. Over 2 years later, Reid's sister Charlotte was in a feud with Paige. During the contract signing for their match, Paige said this.
Who's your little baby brother? He didn't have much fight in him, did he?
Oh, shit.
Both Ric Flair and Reid's mother were not told Paige was going to say this and were furious that it happened. WWE, for their part, did apologize. Brock
Damn, sorry for the ads. Hell yeah, bro.
Lesnar is
Hey, if it was for me and you said my little brother died in front of everybody, oh, it's gonna be real WWE around here, bro. Oh shit.
isn't the only person who has mocked and disrespected Hulk Hogan, but you could argue that Hogan was in the right with his next incident. In 2005, Shawn Michaels attacked Roddy Piper and then challenged Hulk Hogan to a match at SummerSlam, which the Hulkster accepted. On TV, it seemed like a simple WWE storyline, but backstage, things were much different. Michaels did not like being a bad guy, and there was no clear plan on how the story would unfold. HBK wanted to have 3 matches with Hulk Hogan, with Hogan winning 2 and Shawn winning 1. The Hulkster didn't want any of that and wanted just 1 match where he would win. Ultimately, Hogan got his way, but Shawn Michaels wasn't going to let it go that easily. Once Hulk Hogan and Michaels had their SummerSlam match, HBK made a mockery of the Immortal One by overselling the Hulkster's offense. While Shawn Michaels was being disrespectful, this still has to be one of the funniest WWE matches of all time. Because he moved to WrestleMania, Michaels was
No, Shawn Michaels is a GOAT, bro. When he did that, I started laughing my ass off. I said, what the hell is this, bro?
not punished after the match, and Hulk Hogan didn't try to get even. However, when this wrestler got disrespected, he made sure to get even in the most painful way possible. In 1997, the NWO mocked one of the most legendary factions in wrestling history, the Four Horsemen. Each NWO member impersonated one of the Horsemen, and Kevin Nash dressed as Arn Anderson.
You know something? It's pretty ironic that on Labor Day, WCW would decide to honor me, because anybody that's followed my career knows one thing. Y'all was wondering when I was gonna go into labor.
Nash in the crowd may have thought it was funny, but Arn Anderson did not. He felt the impersonation like drinking habits. Anderson was retired at this point, so AA had to bide his time, but eventually an opportunity for payback presented itself. Over 2 years after Kevin Nash's disrespectful impersonation, Big Sexy was wrestling a match against Bret Hart. Arn Anderson had to perform a run-in, and he told Kevin Nash exactly what he thought of Big Sexy's impression without saying a single. It's not just the male wrestlers that are disrespectful, female wrestlers do it too. In 2021, the SmackDown.
I just want to let y'all know that was not me. I think that was whatever they had. I guess they had to cut it out. I don't know. Probably some copyright reasons.
Women's champion Becky Lynch was drafted to Raw, while the Raw Women's champion Charlotte Flair was drafted to SmackDown. Behind the scenes, Lynch and Flair had a strange relationship, but they had been able to keep it private. That was until the two met face to face to exchange titles. Flair went off the script and dropped the Raw.
No, I remember this. That right there, yeah, it was so disrespectful, bro. I was like, what the hell?
Championship in an attempt to devalue the title Becky Lynch was about to receive. Lynch was furious and went off script too. Becky threw the SmackDown belt at Charlotte, which Flair let fall to the mat as well. Everyone looked bad, and Michael Cole even gave a facepalm as it unfolded. Not only did both women disrespect each other, but they'd also disrespected the championships by treating them like toys. Once Becky and Charlotte got backstage, they got into a heated argument. Charlotte was then asked to leave the arena early to avoid having the situation get even worse. While Lynch and Flair didn't get physical, some wrestlers have, and we'll be sharing that very soon. Considering he's the world's strongest man, it's honestly kind of surprising that anyone would disrespect Mark Henry. In 1998, Mark Henry was walking towards the ring for a match when Triple H taunted Henry by dancing like a monkey. It's a good thing Triple H wasn't in the match, otherwise he would have likely earned himself a receipt. Years later, Triple H's father-in-law would pull a prank on Henry that the world's strongest man did not find funny in the slightest. In 2011, after WWE had finished filming an episode of SmackDown, Mark Henry was told to go out to the ring for a match against Sin Cara. However, Sin Cara never came out. Henry was out there for so long that fans started to leave. The World's Strongest Man eventually realized he wasn't going to have a match and went backstage, where he erupted. Mark Henry was furious that he'd been pranked and felt that Vince McMahon had disrespected him. Henry was so upset, in fact, he was ready to quit. McMahon later apologized, but said the anger Mark Henry displayed would make for a great character. This evolved into the Hall of Pain storyline that led to Henry becoming a world champion. Thankfully, Vince McMahon was not backstage because Henry may have gotten into a fight. Unfortunately, that's what happened during this next incident. An unwritten rule amongst WWE wrestlers is not to use someone else's moves unless you have permission. The Great Khali either didn't know this or chose to ignore it, and it got him in trouble. Not long after Khali debuted in WWE, he started butting heads with another giant, the Big Show. The two did not get along backstage, and this reached a breaking point during a show in Puerto Rico. During the event, Khali shushed the crowd and gave his opponent a chop across the chest. Big Show was irate because that was his signature move. Show confronted the Great Khali backstage, and what started as an argument turned into a fight. Big Show threw the first punch, but Khali got him right back. The Giants kept fighting as a crowd of wrestlers swarmed around them. In the chaos, Big Show tripped over a chair and fell to the floor, which brought an end to the brawl. Not only did Big Show lose the fight, but he had to apologize to Khali, which the Indian Giant accepted. Despite losing to the Great Khali, Big Show is legitimately strong. To see him destroy a WWE arena, watch this video.
Hell no. That shit crazy. Damn, bro. That's a lot of disrespectful things I didn't know about. But, I mean, if y'all want to see more, man, or better yet, if y'all want to see more, just once again, tap out. It's going to be on the original video in my bio down below. But if y'all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And, guys, I'm going to get the hell. Oh, and I almost forgot. Leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below. I would just say whoever, like, whatever was disrespecting in WWE. All right, just tell me what's up. All right, but other than that, I am out. See you guys later.